A wig? The reason I said wig is because when she got into a fight with her sister, she punched her in the face and Hannah ripped the wig off of Eve's head. So why is she wearing a wig? After her performance?
So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dread.
Achievement unlocked, a traditional ballad. Great. A song about her sister and her. She did talk about drowning Eve in water.
When she went home, Sam had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
Oh, did she sleep with? Oh, she's preggers with Simon's baby. Oh my god.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Not about the adultery, huh? Oh my god.
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
Where does she go? Where is she going? Database checker. Come on, man. Oh, it's like right there at the end. I wish I could click these and like watch the videos. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Who gets pregnant by... Oh my god, what about a wig?
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
A wig? The reason I said wig is because when she got into a fight with her sister, she punched her in the face and Hannah ripped the wig off of Eve's head. So why is she wearing a wig? After her performance?
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Still doesn't acknowledge wig.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Hey, she has a tattoo. Look at this. Look. She's got a tattoo right there.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
And then look. Oh, no. Fuck you. She doesn't have the tattoo there.
A wig? You mean...
You would at least be able to see the bottom of it.
But what type of wig?
What
This
tattoo is that?
person doesn't exist.
Looks like a heart.
I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything.
We're gonna have to look into that tattoo.
Have you looked at the cat flap?
With a blonde wig. Let's see.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents.
Parents decided the wedding.
There's no way I could follow. So we were separated again.
Separated?
I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Okay, tried to get preggers, but couldn't. Decided to move in with sister. Great. All right. Okay. Blonde wig. No. Okay. The tattoo. What's up with that?
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera.
Glasses?
But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
I think she's talking about Simon. Simon, no tattoos. Needs glasses. Okay.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
It's an apple and a steak, like Eve, expressing my individuality. Aha! Eve has a tattoo of an apple and a snake.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Got tattoo after moving out. Became a singer in a pub. No roots. Just like Leon the Professional. Alright, next one.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. told me it was a palindrome. Well, that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Meet Simon at the bar where she was singing. So that's how she met him. I guess that's how they met each other. Separated. Nope. Argument. Oh, lots of arguments.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Who the fuck is Helen? He likes Helen. He likes blondes. Who?
He's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Argued about stupid things.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Have arguments. Simon runs. Simon never leaves, comes back, always. Kiss and makeup. Okay.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Okay, he left at 8 p.m. After the argument. Okay. Argument, pregnancy. Argument, sister. Argument, Eve. Argument, Hannah? Okay, we do have another name, Helen. Who the fuck is Helen?
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay, Helen is the barmaid. Blonde. Peter and who?
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Okay, Peter and Susan, the Rock or Rockington Arms. All right, well let's look that up. Oh, I didn't know I can go to the next one. Let's look up the Rock.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Okay, nothing really. No one has seen Simon. That's fine. No, this one.
No, no one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone sang you from the rock.
Guests? Or recent guests? Plumber. Okay. And then the... I'm gonna say rocking... Nope, just the one. Okay, so then that gets rid of that. And gets rid of Helen and Doug. And, glasses? Oh, lots of glasses.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay, so Simon's job. Simon's job is a glass maker. That's interesting. It's actually pretty cool. What about this?
He wasn't present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
What?
He wasn't present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Okay, so the argument was over a present being a fancy princess mirror. Huh, I can see why she would not like that.
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear them.
Okay, so he had his throat slit. Throat slit and missing glasses. Fantastic.
Well, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it by hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror and he gave it to me.
Mirror and silver dust? What? Okay. Hang on a second. No tattoo. Still no tattoo. Let's look at this mirror. There seems to be a lot of talk about this fucking mirror.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Okay, doesn't know what happened to the mirror. Okay.
Silver leaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Cool. Oh, okay, so he made an imperfect mirror just for her. That's cool, I guess. Let's go back to the body.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Okay, so she discovered the body in the basement. Okay. We already know that they hid the body there. Oh, more guitar work. I'm fantastic.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
Oh, it's the rest of the song.
Laid a body on the doctor drum. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
That was a cool ending of the song. Cool ending to the song. Why the fuck does she have a guitar in the first place? That's what I want to know. Then we're gonna get to that next.
Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Blames her sister for separating the twins. Guitar. Why the guitar?
No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
I guess they found a guitar, Simon doesn't play guitar.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Admits it's her guitar. Okay, I guess that's where the guitar came from. Scar? Okay, picture. I'm trying to think back through the video, see what else we can salvage up.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
Likes the story of Rapunzel. Great. I don't know what that means.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Rapunzel again. Fairy tales. It was a big thing in their life. Tales. There, Jesus Christ. Let's look at that up. Fairy tales.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Knew Simon when they were younger. Okay, looked like a prince. Oh man, I got my pencil in my hand, so it's making my hand shaped wonky. Tell me more about fairy tales.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
Simon didn't cheat. Chird. What else we got?
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Life is a fairy tale. Mother didn't. Mother raised her, but wasn't mother. That must have been when she was talking about the I don't know. I got nothing.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors, and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Real mother. Story.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Okay, not good at making up stories. It's been a while since we got something juicy.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Dollhouse. That's something we gotta look into.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when it came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Memory issues?
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Gigantic dollhouse. Dollhouse. Let's see. Stories. Florence. Who the fuck is Florence?
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Florence was the what are they called? They're not nursemaids. They're you know, the maids for pregnancy, prego people. I forget what they're called. They're not housewives. I forget what they're called.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby.
Midwife, that's it.
Carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Grew up with the midwife. Watching Hannah across the road.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Florence was a war widow in her 20s. That sucks. Diary.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Keeps a diary. Great.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Came up with rules to live by. What are some of these rules?
Okay, she's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
It's a very strange thing to comment on a picture, really. Feeling like guilt is coming to her when she's innocent. I can only assume that this is Eve. It's hard to tell with the sleeves rolled down, though.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
The Ouija board?
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Ah. Hannah broke the rules. And got preggers. Crazy.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
Hannah changed the rules. Oh, what is this about a Ouija board?
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Share dreams. Okay, cheating. No, adultery. Oh. Sleeping. No, Eve. Pregnant. Nope. Fuck. I'm running out of shit to look up. So much left. It's only half the story. Half the story. I'm not gonna complete all of it. I already know this. What else is there? What can there be? Window.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Mother won't let her out. Okay.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows are really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
I guess trying to see how I guess somebody could have gotten in. How many things was that? 5 entries for window? Cat flap. They keep fucking referencing it. Pets. Not ets. Pets. Nothing. You sleep with? She slept with Simon?
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
Simon would not cheat. Cheat. How about Simon and Eve? Is that not gonna do anything? No. Okay, Simon, Eve, Eve, Hannah.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
Playing tricks with her sister. Hiding. How about that? Or hidden. Outside. Can't go outside. Cross the street. Street? Aha!
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church. There. Yeah. And I probably parked. Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
I guess she was trying to prove where she was in Glasgow. Refresh. How about alibi? Chit chat. What the fuck is that? How's it going down there? You done? Hard to find. Oh. What? No? Okay, I'll hang a bit longer. Buzz when you're ready. Hangs up. Should we go ahead and give it a call? Yeah, we're running on like 2 hours. Let's do this. Hey, you done? Yeah. Good. So, do you think you understand why your mother did what she did? Yeah. Apparently, I'm the daughter. I'm glad, Sarah. I'll be waiting outside. Log off and we can meet over the road. Hangs up. Wow. Okay, log off then. Wow. Okay. I was wondering how they were gonna wrap this up, and they kept doing the reflection of the girl. This is a really cool game, and as you can see, I only got like half the fucking videos for it. You really have to dive in and like look up like every single thing. You kind of have to master the program to look up the entire video. But from what I've been able to gather, yeah, Hannah and Eve were twin sisters, and Hannah ended up getting pregnant by Simon. They had this marriage. I think Eve may have murdered the parents, maybe not. But they both died in summertime. I should have fucking asked about that now that I think about it. Because she was still living in the attic. Then they moved into the house, and after the miscarriage, and things kind of went on like normal. And then I guess Eve and Simon slept together, or they had a relationship or something, and they got into a fight. Well, Hannah and Simon got into a fight, kicked his ass out the house, and Eve came over. They got into like a fist fight basically, and Eve took off, and she took off to Glasgow to drive. And then that's when Hannah killed Simon. And when Hannah killed Simon, I guess she came back and, you know, was like, well, fuck, I don't know what to do now. I killed them. So they conspired together to hide the body and whatnot. There's still a lot there that I should have looked up, and I'll probably look up on my own time, but this is already going to be running 2 hours. So yeah, I thought this was incredibly interesting. If you've made it this far, let me know what you think down in the comment section below, although I doubt anybody's going to really make it this far. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. So peace out, everybody. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Or the next thing that I do. Bye.